So, my bottom line, for a man that wants a wife, an actual wife in every sense of the word, the traditional minded wife, if he has to go overseas or out of his comfort zone or out of his particular area to achieve that, I see absolutely nothing wrong with that. Because we have to be serious, we have to be honest as women in this country. For the past 30, 40 plus years, many American women have been sold the idea that they don't need a man, they don't want a man, they're independent. It's not their job to rear their house, keep it clean or cook, or for a man, he's grown. I don't have to do all of that. What's he gonna do for me?
Hey, what's going on, good people? This is Tori with Datingwright, and in this video, we're going to be talking about a black lady who is doing the right thing by putting a message out there that she congratulates, and she understands why a lot of black men are looking for love and a wife, possibly in relations overseas with dating foreign women. And I did want to highlight her, just like I highlight all the other black women out there saying negative things. When we find women who are saying the positive things and are encouraging these men to get out of this rat race and out of the matrix, let's make sure we protect that one and note her, because as I say on this channel all the time, not all women are this way. So make sure you guys go over and check out her channel. I'm gonna leave a link down below in the description. But when we have women like this encouraging men to do the right thing and that they are on the right track, let's make sure that we congratulate and support those type of women. So we definitely gonna get into her video and break it down. But before we do, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, the like button, and drop a comment down below. I'm going to cease talking now, so let's get right into it.
Anyone who has dealt with women from other cultures, because you also hear some black women say, yeah, well, these black men only want these women from other cultures because they want a doormat and they want to just control somebody and they want somebody to just be blindly submissive to them and, whatever negative thing that they can say. But before I get into my opinion about black men going overseas, there was a time when it was a large mass of white men who were going over to particularly Asian countries to get a wife. And again, you're looking at years ago when I was seeing this, and not to be shady or anything, but when I saw some of these men who were going overseas to get a wife, you could kind of understand why they had to, because if you saw how they looked, if you saw their ages and stuff, it's a good chance that they did not stand a chance in America for the type of woman that they want. At least, if they were going overseas, they had a chance of getting an exotic looking woman with their, based on how they looked. They weren't going to get the dime pieces and the tins here in America. Particularly, those women would require, a man of a certain caliber as far as his finances, as far as his physical appearance and stuff like that. So you're looking at 10 years ago, or not 10 years ago, but years ago.
And she's definitely telling the truth about that part. I'm here in Bangkok, Thailand, and I can see for myself. The hotel I'm staying at, I'm seeing a lot of my Caucasian brothers. They have been over here. They have been over here for years, and I see a lot of them with Thai women. Some of them have children over here with that woman. I see a lot of them around the condo buildings. But I do see average looking men, guys that, no disrespect, but look pretty average. They definitely got the dad bod going on, and they are with a nice looking average Thai woman. I'm not gonna fake it and be like, oh, these guys over here, they got hot girlfriends and all this. No, a lot of these guys are over here with average women, but they are average guys, but very nice looking average Thai women. A lot of the foreign guys over here, they have been over here for the last 10 to 20 years. Even though these men that I see out here dating foreign women are in relationships with those women, they don't look stressed out. They don't look tired in the relationship. Guys know what I mean. When I was in the States, you would see guys out with their wives or chilling, and the guy got a face looking like, he's so tired of that woman. He's tired of dealing with her. Over here, these guys actually don't look stressed. These guys look genuinely happy, and I don't see the stress of if I saw a guy in the States out on a date with a woman or moving with his wife around town. These guys out here, they chilling. It's an easy life out here. There's no external stress. The wife is not talking too much. She's not nagging him, and it's all good.
As a matter of fact, I had answered on one of the forums that I like to, answer questions on. And I'm assuming it was a white woman, but she asked the question, why are so many white men going overseas to get wives? Sorry, I'm kind of, been kind of in a hurry today. But why are these men going overseas to get wives? What do those women overseas have that we don't have here in America? Now, I don't remember verbatim what I said, but I said something to the tune of, the women overseas still have traditional mindsets. They're still pretty much raised to be wives. They want to be wives. There's really nothing standing in the way between them and wife duties, cooking, cleaning, tending to the house, rearing children, stuff like that. Whereas here in America, you're looking at a lot of superficial type things that tends to get in the way of a woman wanting to be a wife, let's be honest. And something that I wanted to say about women of other cultures, you have this, some women have this preconceived notion that those women are just doormats and pushovers and stuff like that. That's what a lot of black women will say is the reason why some of these black men are wanting to go overseas. And so I'm going to go back to the comment that I was about to make. Some of y'all have never dealt with women of other cultures, apparently, either in your workplace or you've been to their house, you've been friends with them or whatever. Those women will get with you. You understand?
Oh yeah. Be warned, guys. Just because you're coming out here thinking, I'm gonna find me a woman from another race, or I'm gonna find a foreign woman, and that woman is gonna be soft and gentle. I can be, the jerk a-hole that I am, when I'm at home taking off my shoes. No, a lot of these foreign women, they will hurt you. Don't get it twisted. They are very kind and sweet, but you're not gonna disrespect anybody for a long period of time. No way. But a lot of these foreign women, they will. If you come out here trying to play these women or play games with them, you gonna mess around and get played. I've heard stories of women taking the American guy's passport. I've heard stories of women getting her family members to jump on that guy. I've heard stories of women just, getting the guy set up for, whatever. And if you're that type of human being and a man anyway, then you got the wrong mindset. But yeah, be careful, guys, coming out here. A lot of these women are soft spoken and nice, but you got to remember that you're in their country, and you still got to get out of here if stuff ever hit the fan.
Most of them are not little timid little, yes, blah, blah, blah. They will tell you about yourself. I'm talking about the husband. They will tell that husband about himself. But here's the difference. As my friend who said that she would send her son, she would go back to her country to get her husband. She told me, and I wasn't married at this time, but she knew my mouth. And she told me, if you need to talk to your husband, about an issue or whatever, she said you pull him aside in private. And so those women overseas, they got some miles on them too. They just pick their battles.
Yes, that's all you got to do, Western women. When you got an issue with your man, don't blast it in front of everybody. Pull him to the side or just bite your tongue and play it cool, and y'all can talk about it later. But I think a lot of Western women do it just to because they have negative influences in their ear as far as their lady friends and friends around them, telling them, oh girl, you need to handle him this way. Oh girl, you should have checked him right then. And that's where they mess up, because they listen to their negative single friends telling them how they should conduct themselves in a relationship with a man.
But see, it's a little bit more than just picking their battles. There are also other positives. That's not the word that I want to use, but there are also other positives that will make a man want to pursue some of those women overseas. And, again, one of those reasons would be because, they do know their role. They do know, that their role is to be a helpmeet or a helpmate to a husband, not necessarily to be his equal or to go toe-to-toe with him like a sparring partner, which that's what a lot of American women do. And so in regards to some of the Black men who want to go overseas for a spouse, I would say this to anybody, just vet properly, be careful, because, I don't want to necessarily put it out there, but at some point, it could turn into green card scams and stuff like that. But that isn't what this is about. I'm sure those men, I'm hoping, are savvy enough and use enough discernment to know, what to look for so they don't be duped or whatever. So, my bottom line, for a man that wants a wife, an actual wife in every sense of the word, the traditional minded wife, if he has to go overseas or out of his comfort zone or out of his particular area to achieve that, I see absolutely nothing wrong with that. Because we have to be serious, we have to be honest as women in this country. For the past 30, 40 plus years, many American women have been sold the idea that they don't need a man, they don't want a man, they're independent. It's not their job to rear their house, keep it clean or cook, or for a man, he's grown. I don't have to do all of that. What's he going to do for me?
Oh yeah, a lot of American women fell for that. They fell for that in the 50s, 60s, and in the 70s. And it kind of just went on and kept going, where women took advice from women who unfortunately really did not have their best intentions for them in their relationships. A lot of women was on the low jealous of their relationship. A lot of women wanted the man that woman was in a relationship with. We got a lot of relationships out here where a woman's friend is bashing her about this guy, telling her this guy's, he the worst. And as soon as she break up with him, guess who's with that man? Her friend that was bashing him. Look, if a woman is in a relationship or married, she should only be hanging out with women in relationships or married.
But that's another topic for another time. So, providing that is for genuine companionship, an actual wife or whatever, I don't see anything wrong with those men wanting to do that. And see, I'm going to go off on a slight tangent. You have a lot of women who cannot for the life of them figure out why men are shying away from American women. And one of the things is, when you hear, women talking about how independent they are and how, their education or whatever, should be enough to make them look, for a man to look at or whatever. Men are telling women it's not about your education. If you have an education, great. But it's just innately in man, I don't know if I said that right, to want to protect and provide for a woman that is his. Does not mean she is his property or his chattel or his slave. This is something that so many American women who have fallen under the feminist ideology and their whatever, you have to consider the source when it comes to the feminist ideology. And I've said this before, a lot of those women don't like men. A lot of those women want to be men. A lot of those women are lesbians. So why would you take in what they have to say about how it is to be a woman, a wife for a husband? They're not going to tell you, how to be soft and inviting and having a peaceful home and stuff like that. So the men that want that, they're going somewhere else to get it. And they're being clowned about it. You just want a weak woman. You can't handle no strong woman like me. And then, but you know what? That's going to keep you single. And something else that I don't understand with a lot of these women who say they want a husband or and stuff like that, you're going to other single women for advice and counsel. And those women can be in their 40s and 50s and never got a husband, and that's who you're going to for advice. And then you're wondering, why am I still single? Men are telling you what they want. You have married women like me, offering advice about what's expected of a wife. But then y'all would go right over to those single women, never married, independent, strong women who are telling y'all, nah, that's not what men want. What they want is, and that's not how that works. So I don't know how far off on a tangent I went.
I must say this woman was truly a breath of fresh air. And what I mean by that is just the amount of hate that women have been spewing out there towards men who are getting their passports. So it's good to see a level-headed married black woman really encourage men to stay on course, go overseas to look for a traditional wife. So that's all I got in this video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video, and leave a comment down below. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.